Welcome to CabMaster Software. Today we're going to talk about creating a new template. So we just start CabMaster up as per normal. I'm going to choose none to begin with. There's multiple ways you can do it. You can actually start with an existing template and just move things around. That one here you have all the variables and things already on there. But this one we just want to create one from scratch. So I'm going to go none. So we've got a drawing. So what I want to do is, first I'm going to annotate, since a blank page, polyline, and I'm just going to start about here, draw a line down. I'm going to hold down Shift, it makes the line straight, down to there, another line, yes I'll start a new one, it's going to snap to there, hold down Shift, to there, another new line, snap point, again hold down Shift, and the last one across the top again. Oh, I've gone too low, I'll start that one again. So I'm on there. Now it doesn't quite fit, so all I need to do is zoom right in, click that one and drag it up. So now we've got our border. Now if you're not happy with that, you can obviously move it. You can double click on it, go to line, change the thickness, change the colour, whatever you'd like to do with it. So I'm just going to make it the second level up in thickness. So click on each line, change those, and change that one. So there we go. Now I can create a new line. I'm just going to do something fairly simple today. I'm just going to put a line down there, and double click, change it to the same size as the other ones. I'm going to get a picture, throw a picture on the drawing. Double click and go browse. So I'm going to put in CabMaster logo. You can see the CabMaster logo is a bit skewed. If you go back to size and position, you can go lock aspect ratio and it puts it to the original format. So I just want to get that one smaller. So what I like to do is using the arrow keys on the keyboard. I'm just moving it over. So what we need to do is make sure it's not actually, so I can press Control and slowly move it over, make sure it's not touching any lines, and it gives you a nice border around the outside that makes it look much cleaner. So there's the logo on the front of the template. From there we can add in more lines, whatever you want to do with it. You can add a line across the bottom here if you want, something like that. You can add another line further down here. You can also duplicate lines and move them that's already existing. It's just quick and easy to do this, so I'll add these lines in. From here you can add in text, so let's grab a label. I'm just going to zoom in to see what I'm doing, makes it easier to see what's going on. Click there, I can type in something like CabMaster Software. Now these are fairly straightforward things you'd use fairly regularly in drawing anyway, but I'm going to grab this one, say it's now left justified. See where it is, I want it to be bigger. So I'm going to make that 10, bold, and I'm going to make it navy blue. So there's CabMaster Software. From there, all I'm going to do is go Control D, which if you right click is actually duplicate, so it's Control D there. So I'm going to grab one of those, move it down, then double click on it. I'm going to put in our address, Factory 11. Nice long address to annoy people, but it's not going to fit on the page, so I'm going to drop it down to about 8 again. So that one needs to sit to there. That one goes to around there somewhere. Again, Control D. Double click on it. Oh, it'd be nice if I could actually type. Thanks, water. Victoria. Yep, learning to spell. Duplicate. Australia, 3153. From there, I can do another duplicate of that one. And I'm just going to add in phone. 390402000 if you need to call support, extension 1. Or accounts. Or sales. Now, these are a bit bit of a mess and they're hard to get lined up. So what I like to do is I'll draw a line like that and get them all, they all snap to the line. Then all I've got to do is get the heights about right. Then you just go and delete the line. They're all lined up nice and straight. So that's the quickest and the easiest way to get something like that on a template. Now, one thing we need to be aware of is this is page 1. I'm just doing a single page. That's all we need to do. If we want to do multiple pages, then the next bit is to decide what we want on which page. So currently, I'm just going to move this line up because that needs to be up to there. Currently, everything on that bit there is going to be on every page we have. So what I'm going to do is highlight the whole lot, right click and go move to page 0. Now, page 0 is what's known as the common page, and you can actually go show common page here if you right click on that. So this is the common page. This is what's going to be on every page of the template. So if we create a new page by clicking on the star, so yes, I want to create a new, no, I want to create a blank page. So I've got a blank page, but now it actually shows everything on from the common page. So that's my new page right there. Now one thing you can actually do is add in items like symbols. So for an example, here's this one here. If I want to add this fire protection, I can put that anywhere, but the point is I can actually drag it down and put, say it's going to, actually I'm going to put it up here. So something like this could quite happily sit here if it was relevant to your business. Hold down shift and it keeps it snapping to the right scale and things as well. So that can go to there. Now from this point onwards, now it's only on page 1, it's not on a common page. So you can actually go to a common page and start edit things, but just be aware where you're putting things on. This what is it you want to see? Because at the moment we're only seeing things from the common page on here. So what we can do, if you go to page 2, right click and go to options, you can now also say in here, I want to see everything from page 1. So I can load everything from page 1 and that's just going to display that even though it's not on a common page. So what you can do to make it easier to set things up, if you want to add in variables that aren't currently there, so if you start with an existing template, the variables are already on there generally, a lot of them are. So I'm just going to, in the other window, I'm opening up another CabMaster. So I'm going to minimize this one. Here's a new CabMaster. I'm going to load up the existing version 10.1 template, as this one already has variables on it. So what I want to do is minimize this page, just shrink it down a little bit, go to this one, so it's going to minimize this page, so what we can do is you can go to the existing template on this version. I need to right click, options, and I need to view properties and go allow edit of template items. So we can do that because now these will actually be all active. Currently we haven't saved the template, so these are not active as template items yet. But if I want to get, say, this one here, I can actually go copy, come back into this one and go paste. And that will now paste that variable. So there's actually a variable behind that that actually comes on when you actually choose a job number. So I can come into here and I can do all this quite happily and add in as many of these, say doors, panels, benchtop material, even things date, scale. So any of these variables you actually want, you can bring them in and paste them in this other new template. So you can still bring in all those. So I'm just going to stop it there so you understand how we've done that. And these will now be available. So they're actually template items, so you can see I can't actually select them. So now I'm going to have to go to F9, options, view properties, allow edit template items, because they've already been saved as template items, so that's what they currently are. I can move these to wherever I want, however I want to set this template up. Again, this is currently just on page 1, so snap them to there and then I can just arrow it across, or you can put the lines in and line them all up. So this is a template I've got so far. So you can do as many variables on there as possible as you like, whatever you want to make it look like. You can draw lines, just have that top section if you really want. So if you wanted to finish it off there, you can just go, well, let's just draw a line from there to there. I'm going to make this line here same thickness as the other lines. And then this line here, I'm actually going to grab and snap to there. So I can use that as my template. So we can do anything you want on there. Now, generally, you would have that on all anyway, so you can just literally just grab all that. Oops, grab all those, right click and go move to page 0. So it makes it easier. Then they're on every page. So I go to page 2, they're still there. And that was that part I put on page 1. The last bit, which is where it gets really interesting, you can rename this, rename page. We're going to put this on plan, and we're going to call this one, I'm going to call this on benchtop, and I'm going to make a third one here. No, I want a blank one. This one here is going to be renamed as elevation. So the third one with elevation literally just shows that. Now, what we don't know yet, if I put down a cabinet, so there's a cabinet on my plan. I'll put down a couple of them. And I'll insert a wall. Let's just do something, make it look more realistic. Okay, so that's what my drawing looks like in here. On the benchtop page, currently I don't see anything, and same as elevation, I don't see anything. What we need to do here is go to options, and we want to say, we actually want to see plan. So now plan comes through, but we don't want to see everything. We only want to see. So this is the sections of the cabinet. We can go in here and start turning things off that we don't want to see. So we don't want to see kick face or rail. So we can turn all these separate items off. And now and we can also go into here and say, no, I don't want to see the IDs of the cupboards. So now all we've got on is the benchtop. So benchtop's the only one I've left on. So this is actually displaying the benchtop from page 1. Now if we go into page 1, we go to benchtop, seal it on the right, say overhang by 20 mil, and we go back to the cupboard at the other end, same thing, on the left, do an overhang, so we're actually sealing that edge of the benchtop. So when we go to benchtop now, we can now see those edges are sealed. So that's my benchtop layout, and I can go and dimension that benchtop there. Elevation still is showing nothing, and you can zoom in and out each page independently as well. So what we can do is we can now go right click here on the wall, auto elevation, and then what we do is right click on that and go move to page 3. So that's page 1, 2, 3, and this can now display all of our elevations. So we can put all of our elevation drawings on this page 3 here. We're not displaying that section there because that was only on page 1. So you can specify what do you want to see on each page, how do you want to see each view on each page. So you can create your own templates quite happily. That's my benchtop page. There's my plan view. There's my template. Again, you can build it up as big as you like. Then all you need to do is you go File, Save As. Now actually before I do this, don't save your template with cabinets and elevations in them. So that's now gone as well. So make sure you only save a blank template, and we can turn that common page off. Okay, File, Save As, change this to Templates, and we need to go to the template folder. So it's up 1 and back in 1. Now I'm going to save this as version 11 sample template. Save. Now it says here, save template differences only. Yes, because otherwise it will actually save all the drawing properties which we don't want to do. So yes. So I'm going to close this down. So I start CabMaster up again. It starts on the other screen. So that's the tip of the day every time it opens up. It gives you a new tip, which is now quite good. I'm going to choose my template sample, use that template. So this is exactly what we've come up with this template. So if we put down these cupboards, put down some cupboards again, go to benchtop, you can see exactly what we had originally. There's no wall on this one, and no, the sides haven't been sealed yet, and the elevation is currently still blank because you haven't created an elevation, but that template is now ready for use. And if you've got any questions with elevations, please contact support on the phone number on the screen, 90402000, and we can see what we can do to help you out with creating new templates. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.